From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. All right.
Me and you on deck. On deck. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, 43, 15.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 19-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
57.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Finding room at the 30. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Watch the eye.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 57, 57 colors, 57 colors.
52, Carlos, let's go. Back to pass. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to launch this, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown.
Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
No. 319. Uncle, over here.
Stay with your man.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Mike part 9, Mike part 9.
Hey, take 26. 319.
They'll run with the former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Blue 58. Back one. Hey, Alpha.
Hey, 50. 50 the mic. 50 the mic.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On second down now. It's Wilkins. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Hey, exit.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. I got one. 29.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First and 10 at the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Mike 22. Mike 22.
To throw, it's Rodgers. The 20. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I'm coming. Switch.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Stephen Weatherly make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
At the Rams 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, check. Get 300.
Hey, Mike's 50. Hey, here we go.
Rodgers going to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Quick edge. Come.
Go to 50.
50, Mike's 50. Check, 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 check. 50's the Mike. 50.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
50.
Rodgers now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with it.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Mahomes now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a second down coming up. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the ground, McCaffrey takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Yellow, yellow. 180.
He's good.
Hey, yellow, go, 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 go.
Wow. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Yellow, yellow.
Let's go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put the rush coming, and he's taken down. Andrew Sendejo swoops in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Wood.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Slam. 15.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Back. Attack. Yellow.
57's Mike.
On first down, Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll run with McCaffrey. He spins away. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And as one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns, it confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Yellow. Check. Race don't trap. Mike 56. Hey, 43.
I got you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
No, Alpha.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Watch QB draw. Mike 56.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
That's the way.
To throw again, Rodgers. this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the carry, it's Edmonds. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hey, Charlie!
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. You better be afraid of me. You
Inside.
29 is the Mike.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mahomes going to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Get in the weight room.
On 2nd and 2, Mahomes, and incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it here with Wilkins. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Pick me up. Here we go. Check nickel. Over. 29 is Mike 20. Liz. 3 bucks.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And able to find Kirk complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Rodgers now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
You got tight right there. He's
26.
Here's Rodgers going for the deep ball. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, Ripple is 56.
Now here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First down, Rams.
Mahomes now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. To throw, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And the Rams first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Attack!
57. Mike 57.
Mahomes to throw once more. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Let's 57,
You don't want this.
Shift, watch the shift.
Check the backer, check the backer. Kill, kill, kill.
Kill, kill, kill.
Now Mahomes rolling to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Check 4, check 4. Teammate.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 30 big ones.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Hey, 43, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man is Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I don't need to.
You must get tired of seeing me. Check.
Attack!
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Mahomes now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
The Jets' 28-yard line.
57
Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you got a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
Watch the twist.
43.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
No.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, high 7.
Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. Dancing to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Like 22, he's coming, 22. Hey, zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
That's got to be a nice.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike 29.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, it's our route. Hayward. Mike 56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 57, 57.
56. 56. Who that? Who that? 56 the month, boys. 56. Check 56. I got you. I got you, son.
15, 15.
You're all right, baby. Get this. You're all right. 56 the Mike.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Yellow. I'm going. 15, 15.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
57. 57. Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
50, yellow, 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 yellow.
57 to Mike. I hope you brought your left.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes forced out to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave, and that's not really a good throw.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Yellow. I'm going. 50, yellow, 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 yellow.
80 weapon. 80 weapon. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. 36, 36.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
57's the mic. Watch the run, watch the run. 57's the mic.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes, he'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody's just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So with that, you figure, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Wilkins. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 31, Rodgers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Hey, 626.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Right,
guys. Fight 51, Mike 51.
This is McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And Oliver made the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Los Angeles,